Hi folks, Gavin here from Player TV, and today I'm going to be taking a look at one of the latest gamepads to released on the market. This is the Speedlink QUINOX Pro USB gamepad. It's got plenty of features, it's got lots of buttons, and it's styled pretty much the same way an Xbox One controller is. Is this the best gaming pad on the market today? Let's find out now in our video review. So the Speedlink QUINOX is a programmable USB controller. It has a detachable cable which is braided. It simply clips in like so, which obviously it's powered by USB, so it's not wireless. The cable is 2.4 meters long, so obviously if you're playing in front of your TV, you've got to make sure that you're not more than I'd say more than 2.2 meters, give or take the height distance as well. It features loads of buttons. It's got an 8-way D-pad. It's got 2 analog sticks. It's got a back button, a start button. It's obviously got your regular like style Xbox One control buttons, like same the way with the PlayStation 4 controller as well. So you've got the 4 buttons there. On the back, you obviously have trigger buttons as well at the top. You've got 2 trigger buttons at the top there. You've got 2 trigger buttons on the LT and the right T. We've got a LB and RB, pretty much the same way a Microsoft Xbox controller will come, same with the Xbox 360 style and the Xbox One. It's also got, obviously on the back, it's got 4 more buttons as well, which is K3, K4, K5 and K6. You can turn the pad on with the on and off button while it's plugged in, obviously. As well, obviously, it's got a little LED display which you can use to program the different buttons and macros. It doesn't support keyboard macros, but it does obviously support, you know, key presses. So games like Street Fighter would make the most out of this, you know, one-click move. Probably not so great at competitive, but you can do that and you can try it that way as well. So obviously the cable itself is, as I mentioned, 2.4 meters. It's fully braided, it's good quality. The pad itself is, you know, relatively robust. It's not, I mean, obviously it's made from plastic, but it's not a cheap controller. It retails for around £70 in the UK, so it's not exactly the cheapest of controllers, and compared to the likes of the Xbox One Extreme or whatever it's called, and the, you know, the Xbox 360 controllers, like PC gamepad wise, you know, you're not, it's expensive compared to them. It's kind of like what I would expect a SCUF controller to cost, although the Speedlink QUINOX is a lot cheaper than the SCUF controllers, so that needs to be taken into account. It is a pro little controller. It does look absolutely fantastic, as you can see. It's got plenty of features. Obviously all the buttons are programmable. You can do this obviously through games. There is a driver that you need to download as well and install to play this. The LED on, obviously the LEDs, it's red LEDs as well. It isn't RGB, so that's not changeable. But yeah, obviously I've played it, so I'm gonna go straight into the conclusion. So the Speedlink QUINOX is a good controller. It's got plenty of buttons, so obviously if you've got games such as like Forza, you know, any type of game that you would rather use a control pad than keyboard and mouse, because keyboard and mouse is master race, but anyway, then this controller is absolutely superb. In my opinion, it improves on Microsoft's Xbox One controller for use for PC. Obviously, it's got, you know, loads of buttons, and obviously they're all programmable as well. It's got the D-pad, the analog sticks. The analog sticks obviously press in as well, and they feel really good quality. One thing I do like as well is the little LED bar at the bottom, which obviously allows you to not only see like the kind of like buttons that you're programming in when you're programming it, but obviously you know, it just adds general premium appeal to it. And obviously, as it's a £70 controller, RRP is $69.99. Obviously, you're expecting, you know, quality. The QUINOX itself, obviously, comes in relatively carefree packaging. It's a small box. It does feature things like vibration. The display is OLED. It's obviously a 2.4 meter cable that comes with it, which is braided. So obviously it's not like a plastic cable, and it is detachable as well, so obviously you don't have to have a big cable sticking out, but it isn't wireless, so remember that. So what do I think of the QUINOX? Well, the QUINOX in my opinion is a winning controller. It's absolutely brilliant. When you don't factor in the pricing, so obviously you take away the £70 element and you look at it as a quality, looks at the quality and the build and the design, obviously you're looking at a really, really good controller. It's absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed using it. It's very comfortable. Obviously Scuff do have like a grip surface on the back. This obviously doesn't, so it's relatively plain, like obviously an Xbox regular Xbox One controller, PC controller anyway. And obviously the paddles themselves can slightly, in some games they can get in the way a little. But this obviously, if you're not a big fan of racing wheels and you like to play your racing games, you know, with a control pad, then this obviously is the control pad for you. You can obviously set, you know, like some gear changes. You can even have your brake, your accelerator on there. Instead of up here, you know, you can just, it's a lot comfier, and I found it to be, you know, overall better quality. Obviously it's a PC controller, so it's compatible with PC. The box, you know, it does everything that you want it. So in a retail environment, the box would be pretty good. But obviously this is a PC controller. But anyway, so is the Speedlink QUINOX a winner? Well, I'm going to give it our gold award based on how good it feels. Its quality, it's premium, it's robust. It's a bit expensive. It's not going to win any value awards. But that's the only thing that lets it down, really. It's fully programmable. And, you know, if you're a gamer and you're looking for a good control pad, you don't want to buy into Microsoft's Xbox One controller, this is the best alternative on the market, and, you know, it's an absolute winner. So I've been Gavin from Player TV. Please check, obviously, our other videos. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Would you buy this controller? Have you got a Scuff controller? What did you think of the pricing? Obviously, Speedlink is a lot cheaper than Scuff. Or are you a keyboard mouse till you die type of person? Please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and ciao for now.